Hello everybody and welcome to J.L. Murphy Reserve for the final elimination final between Heidelberg United and Perth Soccer Club. As both sides now enter the field here at J.L. Murphy Reserve, it is the champions and the premiers Perth who've done the double over the last 2 years versus Heidelberg United, the premiers in NPL Victoria, who unfortunately for them lost their semi-final and missed out on a chance of winning the grand final as both sides now line up. Get the chance to quickly go through the starting lineups. It's Chris Theodorides in goal for Heidelberg with a back four of Les Dumbalis, Stephen Pace, Luke Biles and Christopher Dibb. In midfield it's Adrian Zara, Paul O'Brien and Alex Schiavo. On the wings it's Sean Ellis and Ruben Way with Lucas Derrick up top. On the bench is Brandon White, Josh Wilkins, Anthony Katanos, Tom Cahill and Luka Ninkovic. For Perth Soccer Club, it's Francis Soale back in goal with the back four of Jordan DeLeo, Bojan Radanovic, Kieran Colwell and Alex Silla. In midfield, it's Christian Santich, Harley Orr and Paul Zimmerino. On the wings, it is Matthew Milinkovic and Andreas Theodosiades with Gustavo Caraccioni up top. On the bench, it's Dejan Alesic, Thomas Southgate, Alex Jovic, Francesco Fufaro, and Michael Domfey. So both sides, it is Perth, the Azzurri. In the Azzurri kit, it is Alexandros Heidelberg in their famous yellow and black. As both captains, Luke Bile and Francis Soale, shake hands with the referees. It is Michael Manus, the referee in the middle, with Alexander Leber and Max Hanlon running the lines, with Perry Muir, the fourth official, a veteran referee here in Victoria. It's final photo opportunities for both sides. So Perth winning last weekend's grand final by 2-1. Alex Silla, been at the club since 14 years of age. Managed to get a 90th minute winner. What was a grand day for Perth Soccer Club with their 18s and under 20s winning on the final day. It's both coaches just shake hands on the sidelines. Ramon Falzone and George Katsakis. What should be an excellent clash between West Australia's best and Victoria's best. And Heidelberg United looking to go back to winning the National Premier Leagues as they did a couple of years ago against the Brisbane Strikers. Perth missing out last year with a loss in Sydney. We're hoping to go one better, but we are now underway here. And J.L. Murphy, Zor looks for a big switching ball. Ball headed away. Fight in midfield, and it's Ruben Way for Heidelberg. Schiavo looking to find Lucas Derrick. Radanovic gets it clear. And in the end, it's Silla who has to clear. Hook it around. Goes out for a throw. Les Dumbalis and Ruben Way got cannons in their arms, and it's going to be Ruben Way, who did spend a bit of time with Wellington Phoenix in the A-League last year. Long throw looking for Derrick. Headed away. Dibb heads it back. And in the end, Radanovic header cushions it for Francis Soale. Soale, the captain of Perth, has had his injury problems. Missed out in the NPL Western Australia final series. Caraccioni, the Brazilian, shows all his skill and moves it out wide. Theodosiades. Milinkovic is the target. Zara with the cushioned header, and in the end, Dumbalis gets it clear for Heidelberg. And Colwell will go back to his goalkeeper. Been really looking forward to this game. It's the best defence in Victoria versus the best defence in and attack in Western Australia. Switching ball, Matthew Milinkovic, headed away from him, Lucas Derrick. In the end, loses out to Santich. Zimmerino can't reel that one in. There's Dib O'Brien and Stephen Pace, the veteran. And Paul O'Brien, chance to look forward. Went for the 1-2. Was really well read there by Harley Orr. Part of that defensive shielding between him and Christian Santich. Allows Paul Zimmerino in front of them to be a little bit more creative. The last NPL WA seasons have gone down to the wire, but not this year. Perth Soccer Club really jumped out of the blocks and held on to a strong lead. Derricks, now the Queenslander Alex Schiavo. Colwell shields that out well for a goal kick. And for Heidelberg United, they played over 50 games last year in NPL Victoria and their FFA Cup runs as well. So a lot of the boys didn't train much before Christmas and they were a little bit unfit to start the season. Took their way to build up to the football that in Victoria we know that Heidelberg can play. And had to wait till round 25 before finally getting to the top of the ladder. As Perth go over the top. Milinkovic in the channel, Dumbalis. Shields it well. Silla cuts it out. Now Orr. Positive start here from Perth. Zimmerino, and the ball's taken away by Luke Viles. Another outstanding season from Luke Biles, the 38-year-old Englishman. Partnership with the 38-year-old Stephen Pace at the heart of this Heidelberg defence. Zimmerino's ball is easy for Theodoridis to collect. Watch out if Heidelberg get a penalty today. The goalkeeper, Chris Theodoridis, usually steps up to take them. Back in goal after former Brisbane Roar goalkeeper Brandon White really took over in the second half of the season. And now it's Ruben Way. Looking for support. Schiavo to Derrick. And the ball's cut out. It's Perth like to move it out wide. Jordan DeLeo can't get on the end of that. Theodosiades gets turned by Sean Ellis, but Perth with numbers get it back. Ball's pass left a bit short, allows Ellis to cross, but too far in front of Lucas Derrick, and Seole now collects for Perth. It's an up-tempo start from both sides. Ball forward, Dumbalis. And Santich. Going through the back does Ruben Way, and Michael Mammis, the man in the middle, decides not to give a foul. Silla forward. Now Milinkovic. Crosses it in. Heidelberg deal with the first one. Ball comes back in against Santich, fights for it, and the ball's going to spin out for Stephen Pace. Marino does well to get it back for Perth, and they stay on the attack. Theodosiades. DeLeo with the left foot. Couldn't wrap his foot around that well enough, and it goes out for a goal kick. Perth Soccer Club have decided to leave Michael Domfey, the star striker, the Golden Boot winner in NPL WA, on the bench today. I do know that there's quite a contingent of NPL Victoria clubs waiting for him to come on, as we've seen with some star strikers in the West in previous years making their way to Victoria. Not saying Michael's going to be doing that, but I know there's quite a few clubs that will be asking the question. Ball forward. Derek can't get there, and Radanovic goes back to the keeper. Pace. DeLeo with a great turn. Now Harley Orr, chance to switch it out wide. Tumbalis got turned around, but still had time to get the ball. Kieran Colwell, great pass Now Christian Santich plays the ball through Cadaccione. In fact, it's Zimmerino. And Zimmerino scores the first goal for Perth. And what a ball that was by Santich. Right in between the defender and the goalkeeper. And it's just lifted over the top. And it's going to be Paul Zimmerino to open the scoring for Perth. Well, Harley Orr created the space there for Santich to move forward. When he had the opportunity to look forward, it was an excellent ball. It's not a great deal that the Heidelberg defence could really do about that. It's a perfect ball in behind them, and Theodorides thought he might have been able to get to it. Paul Zimmerino only needed one touch to lift it over the Heidelberg goalkeeper. And it's West Australia's best to take the lead here at JL Murphy Reserve. Ruben Way. Schiavo in the channel. And it's come off Alex Schiavo, and Perth will get the goal kick. It's an early goal in this game. I do apologise in the build-up saying Cadaccione. Zimmerino was the one who did make that run. Long ball. Cadaccione can't reel it in. Or a couple of times to head it back in the midfield. Now Ellis for Heidelberg. Quickly snuffed out. Ball finds kindly for Schiavo, and he sends Christopher Dibb on his way. Dibb one-on-one. DeLeo's done well, in fact. Theodosiades. Perth give it away. O'Brien. Sean Ellis always tries to get on that left foot, the Scottish wizard of Heidelberg. The cross comes in. The ball's taken a bit of a bobble. It is quite bumpy across the penalty boxes, and we've seen that many games here in NPL Victoria when the ball gets cut back to that area that it's very hard for a striker to get the ball on target. We saw that with Perth trying to defend and clear that ball then. Suale long. Cadaccione's done well to get the head. Ball finds kindly for him. Theodosiades out wide. Back to Cadaccione. Trying to play the back heel to a teammate. Heidelberg in the end get it clear. And now Adrian Zara, who did spend a bit of time at Perth with the Glory, loses out. Santich for Perth. And Colwell, part of that strong defence of Perth Soccer Club, the Azzurri. Santich will try to get the ball back again. And Colwell was trying to shield it out. And in the end, Heidelberg do get the... In fact, it is Perth who get it. George Katsakis, the manager of Heidelberg, having a talk to the linesman. Thought it was going to be his ball. Roman Falzone must have been much more quiet on the touchline than the Heidelberg manager. Perth try to keep it in play, and Alex Silla can't in the end. Just look at the home and away season, though. Perth Soccer Club, only 21 goals conceded in the 22 games on their way to the Premiership. So Heidelberg throw it long. Now Alice switching wings. Tumbalis lets it run. And Biles tries to go with an early ball. Santich doesn't get it clear. Now Zara. Santich, determined, wins the ball back. Cadaccione taken away by pace, and it was an important touch. Now Biles. Over the top. Colwell gets it away. Now Silla sliced it out wide, and Tumbalis will let the ball spin out. And just look at the attack of Perth as well. 53 goals in the 22 league games. winning the title by 11 points from Inglewood. And they lost in the first finals, a little bit surprising too, and had to go the long way around before getting the chance to beat Inglewood in the grand final last week. Heidelberg give it up, and now here is the wave of the Azzurri. It's Perth push forward, Santich. Milinkovic out wide, looking to cut it back to the penalty spot. Silla tried to have a kick it going. I think he might have kicked his teammate there. Ruben Way. Santich fights for it again. And in the end, Ruben Way gets the foul. It's Cadaccioni. I really think it was Alex Silla who was the one who kicked his teammate trying to get the shot away. There were shouts from the Perth bench. Now Luke Biles, as Gustavo Cadaccioni makes his way back to the defensive half. It's Christopher Dibb for Heidelberg, and Schiavo. Injury interrupted year from Alex Schiavo. Started the last couple of games for Heidelberg though in the final series. Stephen Pace. Ball finds kindly for Alice, who's fouled. Santich was looking to take it away and start another counter-attack. That's Paul Zimmerino's talking to his striker about the type of runs he wants him to make in front of him. Smith Heidelberg a little bit at sea early in this game. It's been a very positive start from the visitors, and when they had their opportunity, they took it well. Paul Zimmerino with the goal. Alice again caught in possession. As Perth look to move the ball forward. Cadaccioni still going. In the end, Stephen Pace was able to make the challenge. Ruben Way is in plenty of space out wide in the channel, and the ball's just a bit too hard for him. Goes over his head. Gustavo Cadaccioni has been an impressive striker in the NPL WA for quite a few years. Former Golden Boot winner. Starting in front of the current Golden Boot winner in Michael Domfe. Sillam trying to play it forward. Heidelberg get it back through Zara. Now into the channel. Colwell once again shields it out well. So the winner today will play Wollongong Wolves, who defeated Canberra quite convincingly. In case this game gets very one-sided, most likely that game is going to be in Wollongong next week, as Colwell once again shields it back to his keeper. It's Perth who look the more likely of the two so far with the early goal and the way they've started this game. As Colwell gives away the foul. Of course, Perth are missing star return Nico Sabatini, who's gone back to Italy. We do wish him and his family well. He's going back to see his father. Schiavo's ball in. Derricks attacks it. It's come off a Perth head though. And Heidelberg get the corner. They're very dangerous from set pieces, Heidelberg United. Stephen Pace, Christopher Dibb, and another real threat here. Cross comes in. It's come off another Perth head. They're going to get themselves another corner. Sean Ellis has scored from the corner before here at JL Murphy in a away game against the normal tenants of this ground, Port Melbourne Sharks. It's Heidelberg. Cross comes in. Suale with a strong punch. Caccione. First one there for Perth. And Pace gets it out for a throw, but Perth Soccer Club will be happy with that. Such a powerhouse for a long time in Western Australian football. I believe this is the 71st year. Long throw, Pace away. Derek. And now Zara. For a teammate, he finds one in Alice, who once again is caught in possession. Andreas Theodosiades with the interception, and Perth get the throw. In front of a very small but vocal Heidelberg crowd. This is their home away for home with Olympic Village under renovations. Now, Alex Silla. He's got Harley Orr in midfield. Trying to turn away from Schiavo, and in the end held the ball away from him. Now, Bojan Radanovic. And Dumbalis trying to get it clear. Schiavo can't find Zara as Harley Orr once again wins the ball back. This tough tackling midfielder who does get forward. He has scored a few goals this season, 5 in the league for Harley Orr. He gets through a lot of the defensive work for Perth. Almost won the ball back again, but neat turn from Stephen Pace. And will the ball stay in for Lucas Derrick? It does, but he couldn't get past his defender. Santich and Orr combine. Perth in the end get it clear, but they get the foul. Michael Mammis giving a decision to Perth. It is a bit of a gloomy day here at JL Murphy Reserve. Bit of rain around Melbourne town the last couple of days, but only a slight breeze today and slightly cooler conditions in here in spring. There's Alice, who's come quite short a few times in this game. Santich. Oh, in the end, Christopher Dibbs giving him a pretty decent kick there, and Perth are not too happy about that one. In the end, just a talking to. As DeLeo stands up for his teammate, who's only diminutive is Christian Santich, but best player in the grand final last week. You can see his quality already in this game so far. For those who haven't seen much of Western Australian football, Ruben Way, very isolated out wide, and in the end rolls the ball over the lines. Away from Zimmerino. Now Heidelberg with Lucas Derrick, loses out. Milinkovic gets it back, who was the best and fairest winner for Perth last year. There's Biles in the midfield. Zimmerino away from him. Now, Theodoridis away. Seemed like a handball there from Schiavo. Santich again makes the challenge, with Zara out wide as Ruben Way's trying to keep this one in. He's done well as Ruben Way. And also as Silla. Good battle between the two, and Heidelberg get themselves another corner. Schiavo. His second year down here in Victoria from NPL Queensland. Chance to cross the ball in. Suale uncontested. And the captain wants to start things quick. Gustavo Caccione won't be able to get to that. Ball as it swirled in the breeze. Ball falls for Ruben Way. Derrick. Now Schiavo. See the tricky feet of Lucas Derrick there, the former Melbourne City Youth League player. Really started the season strongly 2 years ago. Staleo gets it clear when he was with Northcote last season, but unfortunately suffered an ACL injury, and he's come back halfway through this season with Heidelberg, and it's made a positive return from injury. Milinkovic gets it back, Santic, and now here they go again. Ball over the top. Zimmerino gets there first. And in the end, it's a heavy touch from Paul Zimmerino. Thought that he caught a little knock off Stephen Pace. Not enough to warrant a foul from the referee, and Zimmerino's not happy about that. Once again, that well-timed run. As soon as Perth get the ball back, they're looking for that ball over the top in the channels. Cadiccioni and Zimmerino have started so strongly. The ball's headed out for a Heidelberg throw. But once again, the playmaker Santic finding the right pass over the top. Just seems like Perth Soccer Club are... We can see their defensive capabilities in this game as they win the ball back again. Santic found a little bit of room where it didn't look like there was much there, and couldn't find the right pass though. Christopher Dibb. Santic will continue to fight for it with Zara. Held him back. And Heidelberg get the foul. Now Luke Biles likes to push in the midfield as the big centre back, captain of Heidelberg. And Michael Manus is given a foul right on the edge of the box. And it will be a yellow card. Schiavo is down in a heap at the edge of the box. A couple of challenges really flying in there. Perth might have got a free kick just before that, but Michael Manus let the game go. Now this sets up a big opportunity for the left-footed Scotsman. Can be a bit of a wizard from dead ball situations as Sean Ellis. The Heidelberg crowd around us here on the scaffolding are quite confident that he can put this in the top corner. Wouldn't be the first time. He's done it a few times this season and over the years as a Warrior. And Ellis goes again, and it's onto the roof of the net. Heidelberg crowd thought it was in. Suale got across to it, but in the end it was just over the top as it didn't have enough room to dip. But Heidelberg, that's the closest they've gone in this game and almost got their equaliser. Suale will be able to clear it. Cadiccioni, there's Biles. Biles wins it back. Schiavo. Derrick. Trying to get away from Colwell. Finds Schiavo. Now Ellis. Looking for Zara. Matthew Milinkovic fighting for it. And Santic. And in the end, it's going to be a Heidelberg free kick for a handball in that build-up from Milinkovic. Another chance for a set piece for Heidelberg. Perth have dealt with the set pieces pretty well so far in this game. Heidelberg sending plenty of numbers forward. Cross comes in, and once again they deal with it. Perth. Alice back in, so Ale comes out, and the Perth goalkeeper is able to collect. Sensing that Perth have been on the back foot a little bit, just slows things down. Biles away. Now Harley Orr quickly set upon by Schiavo, who gets it back to Theodorides. There's Luke Biles, the inspirational leader for Heidelberg. Finds Lucas Derrick, but he couldn't control it. Santic. And again, it's Zara back to his goalkeeper, and Heidelberg will start again. Harley Orr gets over his head. Hranovic away. Once again, this battle between Santic and Zara in midfield. Over the top. And the offside flag does go up on the far side. There's Max Hanlon, the assistant referee on the grandstand. Sean Ellis did start that run just a little bit too early. Suale, who was fit enough to be on the bench last week, but not fit enough to start. Dejan Alexic has been in goal the last couple of games. Cocione is the target. Perth will move up the pitch. So still Zimmerino's 7th minute effort separating the two sides here. Silla throws it long. Ball's away. Schiavo can't control it. Harley Orr with great strength. Santic and Zara, once again they battle on, and Orr just takes the ball away. Zimmerino, Milinkovic is there, and acrobatically Heidelberg get it clear. Radanovic, get it back from Morris. Has played a few years in the lower leagues of Western Australian football. Such a quality centre-back. Over the top, Zimmerino. O'Brien. Hasn't really been in the game much for Heidelberg so far, but wins the ball back. Biles almost caught on the blind side by Theodosiades, who does a lot of this defensive work as a winger. Just no real talk out there for Heidelberg, and it could have been a catastrophe. Colwell again gets it clear. Now Biles. Quick shouts from Heidelberg that he does have time, but that's a heavy touch. And he goes in on Santic. And Michael Manus is going to give a yellow card to the Heidelberg captain. It's one of those ones where the player just has that heavy touch and just lunges to try to get it back. But Santic, with a great little bit of skill, hurdled that challenge and wanted to continue with it, but Michael Mamis, the referee in the middle, books the Heidelberg captain. Orr goes over the top. Cataccioni is penalised for a little push on Stephen Pace. Fans of the A-League might remember him as a bit of an injury replacement for Melbourne Victory many years ago. Monkey's centre-back partner, both approaching 40 years of age. There's Alice. There's Dumbalis looking for Derek, who tried to shield it to Schiavo. Perth get it clear. O'Brien and Zara try to win it back, and once again it's Orr. Continues to fight and forces Dumbalis all the way back. Really love the work rate of Harley Orr in this Perth midfield. And these champions of Western Australia and champions of Victoria matchup. Dib rides the challenge. Derek gets the ball. Forced back to Leo, and in the end Perth clear it. Cataccioni trying to flick it to Zimmerino. And in the end, the referee's blown the whistle here. Does Perth have an injury problem? Looks like Radanovic is the one Just taking a decent knock there, trying to win the ball back for Perth. In the end, picks himself up. We're in the NPL final series. Yesterday we saw Maitland from northern New South Wales defeat Tasmania's Devonport by 3-2. As Ellis rides a challenge. Sean Ellis tried to get the shot away too. Schiavo. Forced back by Santich. And Dumbalis back to Ellis. A little bit better here from Heidelberg. And we'll see them get themselves another corner in this game. Also, Wollongong Wolves 5-1 victory against Canberra Olympic. So that gives them on the point system. I think it's plus 16. So Heidelberg or Perth have to sort of match or better that result, plus the points for yellow cards and that as well. So it's likely today's winner will be playing Wollongong in New South Wales. Heidelberg crossed the ball in. Dibb away from him. Alice edge of the box. Shouts for handball. And it's been given. Jordan DeLeo is the one who come out to make the block. Quickly he shakes his head. The arm did seem away from the body. Michael Manus was in perfect position, but really didn't have much time to react. And Heidelberg get the opportunity to get back into this game from the penalty spot. I did say that Chris Theodorides might be the one to take this. He's called over his bench. He wants to come up and take this penalty. But in the end, it's going to be Adrian Zara. Suale versus Zara from the spot to equalise for Heidelberg. Stutters it off the post. And the follow-up's over the top from Ellis. Well, I'm sure there'll be Perth fans at home who probably don't think it's a penalty, will be quite happy that Heidelberg's missed from the spot, the stutter step. And just looking over to Chris Theodorides, the Heidelberg goalkeeper, who does take their penalties a bit more regularly. He's got a pretty good record from the spot as well. He's quite disappointed he wasn't the one to take it. And in the end, Heidelberg with a big opportunity to get back level in this game, and they make the mistake. Suale out of the equation. Hits the base of the post and out. There's Orr over the top. It's going at Zara. Ball falls kindly for O'Brien. Now Schiavo plays it through for Ruben Way. Trying to cut the ball back and it's cut out. Now Ellis. Well read by Zimmerino. Back helping out his side. Senses they're on the back foot. And now Perth over the top. Biles away. DeLeo and Theodosiades. Cataccione through. Theodosiades continues the run. And in the end, it's straight at the hands of Theodorides. So good counter-attack there and good passing again from Perth. 3 times already that they've gotten through this Heidelberg defence, and they did it early in this game with Paul Zimmerino, with Christian Santich's ball around the defender. Zimmerino only had time to have one touch and he lofted it over the keeper. As we've just seen, Adrian Zara missing from the penalty spot for Heidelberg. Santich pinches it for Perth. Milinkovic is his outlet. Where's Dumbalis? And again, Dumbalis defends it well. Silla gets it back for Perth. Now Harley Orr. As they drive it forward again. Cataccione, offside flag. You've really got to be pretty hard to find a better midfield than the midfield at Perth Soccer Club here in any NPL. Zimmerino Harley Orr and Santich having very strong games, really running that midfield in this game so far. Derek and Zara. Now Way trying to get on that left foot. It's well blocked. And Perth will want Cataccione to chase after it again. Jumps into Stephen Pace and gives away the foul. It's Biles. Finds Derek. Now Zara. Doesn't really have much support. Tries to go around the defence. Finds Derek. As Perth sit a little bit deeper. Biles again chips it in. Sawale comes out. He's really defended the air so well in this game so far. Lucas Derrick is not normally up top for Heidelberg. Veteran striker Tom Cahill normally is, who at only just around 6 foot is very, very good in the air. I'm sure we'll see him as the game goes on, as Zara and Santich fight again. And Santich turns and Cataccione forward. What can the Brazilian create at the edge of the box? In the end, he tricks himself. And Heidelberg through Zara. Once again, Perth come and make the challenge. It's quite evident of how hard Perth work in defence. Zimmerino and Cataccione work back and help out their defence in midfield in this game. And in the end, Michael Mamis has judged that Christopher Dibbs tried to take too much metres forward there. Reverses the throw. So we're getting closer to half-time in this game. Theodosiades comes off Heidelberg, and they get another throw to Perth. Cataccione shields it away from Pace. Trying to find the support. DeLeo makes the run. Tries to come back and win it. And in the end, it goes out for a goal kick. There's a decision once again goes against DeLeo, who's missed out on a few 50-50 calls in this game, and most notably the penalty decision. It's a little bobble in front of Biles, makes it a little bit awkward for Theodorides. Gets it clear. Or over the top, Tumbalis. And the offside flag does go up on Zimmerino. Now Alice. Into the channel. Derek, great touch. Lays it off to Schiavo. Tries to curl it for the corner. Wasn't a bad effort. But Soale was never really under any pressure from it. Always knew that it started too wide to curl back. Heidelberg have definitely had their moments in this game so far. Most notably the penalty, but Perth have defended so well in this game. Zara turns Santich. Now Les Dumbalis. Heidelberg turn back inside. Now Biles. Heidelberg are really strong from wide areas, getting those crosses in, and Perth have done well to get the 2v1s out wide and not really allow the fullbacks to overlap as much. Or Alice gets away from Silla. Did well to come back and stop the cross. So the corner numbers are definitely racking up for Heidelberg. So once again on this near side, it's Alex Schiavo to come across to take it. Biles is short. He'll get it. Crosses it in. Over the head of Pace, and in the end it was Christopher Dibb for Heidelberg. And a free header and puts it over the top. It was the first time they've been able to, I guess, breach this Perth defence from the corner. Good routine taking it short. Nobody tracking the run of Luke Biles, who is a centre-back that senses his moments really well. He will push into midfield when he feels it's the right time to do so. Staleo away. Santich keeps his head down low. Referee gives the decision to Perth. And in the end, Zara backed into him and almost inadvertently copped a little backhander from the referee. So that decision goes against Perth. Another set piece for them defender. Heidelberg really are that old school football side who do have a lot of balls in the channel. Strong from the set pieces, but again, it's Order headed away. Now O'Brien. Zara tried to flick it on. Coccione is the one to come away for Perth. Holds off Zara. And Ruben Way. This is wonderful work by the Brazilian. The gang resumes that battle with Stephen Pace. And gets the foul. Excellent work from the Brazilian. Now Perth through Orr to Leo versus Dibb, who tried to shield it out and in the end just got there. Well, there's plenty to think about Heidelberg as we're getting closer to see how much extra time will be played here in the first half. But for the most part, Perth have been able to defend Heidelberg really well and took their big chance early in this game. And over the top goes Ruben Way. It's a pretty poor challenge. There's always going to be second to that ball, Paul O'Brien, who, in fact, it is Ruben Way, so Perth again will get this free kick. Santich looking for Zimmerino in the channel. As 2 minutes comes up on the board for stoppages. The ball goes Heidelberg's way. Just as the sun starts to break through the clouds here at JL Murphy, it can be an awkward time to play a football match looking into the sun, so hopefully the cloud cover stays for the second half. Over the top, Milinkovic heads it on, and Theodorides to Luke Biles. Can Heidelberg create a late chance in this half? Schiavo, Harley Orr just bundles him over. Now it's got the chance for a set beak as George Katsakis employs his team to get into the box. Saying last kick. Not sure to give it all we've got. Luke Biles, who normally stays out of these set pieces, has moved in there. And Stephen Pace and Schiavo takes it early. Goes down as soon as he takes that kick as well. Santich. Stuck in the corner. And Zara on the blind side gets it back for Heidelberg. Looking to continue his run or pulled out of the challenge. Now Way over the top. Stephen Pace just couldn't control it. And in the end, it's going to go out for a goal kick as Sean Ellis took it to the corner, expecting a decision to go his way, but Stephen Pace, it did come off his chest. It's almost half-time here in what has been a fairly entertaining first half. Here's West Australia's best in Perth Soccer Club leading Heidelberg. As Michael Mammis blows for half-time here at JL Murphy Reserve. Perth Soccer Club on the road. They lead Heidelberg United by a 1-0. Paul Zimmerino in the 7th minute of this game, where Christian Santic with a wonderful ball in behind the defence. And Zimmerino with his first touch lifted it over the goalkeeper for a really well-worked goal for Perth. And in the 35th minute, Jordan Taleo, the ball come off his hand, adjudged by the referee to give Heidelberg a penalty, but Adrian Zara stepped up, hit the base of the post, and the rebound went to Sean Ellis, who put it over the top. So Heidelberg did have that chance. As we can see, Michael Domfey and Luka Ninkovic, has come over from the Western Australian NPL, shaking hands as the substitutes warm up here at half-time. But that's the way it is at JL Murphy for the moment. It is Heidelberg United 0, Perth Soccer Club 1.
The time for talk is over. It's time for Australia to get that spot. "45 meetings between these two, and the tone was set, wasn't it? All the way back, even before season 1, and they've been going at it pretty hard.
He rises nicely and steers the ball down and into the back of the net.
Wonderful setting, sellout crowd, two best teams in the country. What an occasion we have. They score this one and they are the champions. Sydney FC are the champions of Australia. This original rivalry, always a keenly contested affair. There's nothing quite like this fixture.
It's an honor for us as coaches to work for this kind of club. I'm very thankful for this chance.
He rises nicely and steers the ball down and into the back of the net.
I love playing here and I'm going to love managing here as well. The attitude and the ambition of everyone's been first class. The games, you can't come quick enough for me.
How about that for a finish?
How good is the Melbourne derby? This should be an absolute cracker. Brilliant goal!
What can McLaren do? Scores!
I'm excited for start this new experience. I'm happy.
The stage is set for the 21st Sydney derby.
A special night for the A-League.
Fabio, hand went low, it's got in!
Sydney FC is the biggest club in the country, and I'm just very, very excited to be here.
Crucial game this is for both countries. How good is it to have the Socceroos back on home turf?
Hello everybody and welcome back for the second half here in the National Premier League's Elimination Final. It is Heidelberg United 0, Perth Soccer Club 1. The Azzurri through Paul Zimmerino in the 7th minute with the only goal of the game. As the referee Michael Manus checks his watch and waits for George Katsakis, the Heidelberg manager, to move his way off the pitch, and we're underway here for what shapes to be a big second half to find out who joins Maitland, Lions FC and Wollongong in the semi-finals of the National Premier League's final series. As the ball goes out for a goal kick early on. Of course, Adrian Zara did miss a 35-minute penalty that would have drew Heidelberg level. As Biles over the top, or heads it out. It's a little grandstand in the gathering of Heidelberg and Perth flags on the far side. Colwell gets it clear. Cadaccioni, who's done well to hold the ball up in this game and now has a little break. Looking for Santic. Theodosiades was there as well. Zimmerino, the goal scorer, gets the ball back out. Gustavo Cadaccioni tries to go on the outside. Heidelberg get it out through a throw. And now Silla. We have plenty of homegrown talent in this Perth lineup. They get it back. Radanovic, Santic. Radanovic tried to get it back to Santic and O'Brien cuts it out. Only player forward was Derek and the pass horribly missed him. And now Radanovic for Cadaccioni, and Biles gets it back for Heidelberg. Bit sloppy to start this second half from both sides. And again, a misdirected pass, this time from Harley Orr, who had an excellent first half for Perth in this midfield. Santic and Orr, I believe, had the better of Paul O'Brien and Adrian Zara. But it's O'Brien on the run now, coming across. There's Radanovic and out for a throw. Now Alice. Colwell clear. Zara shouts for handball. He couldn't weasel his way forward. And now Perth try to counter. As they bring it out wide. Milinkovic crosses in. Pace. Try to cushion it back to his keeper. In the end, Heidelberg through Dumbalis get it clear. Again, that dangerous counter-attack from Perth. And Santic gets it back again. Zimmerino. Milinkovic on the blind side. Zara fighting so hard for Heidelberg in this game. The ball goes out for another goal kick. Chance just to recap the starting lineups for both sides. It is Chris Theodorides in goal for Heidelberg. Back four of Les Dumbalis, Stephen Pace, Luke Biles and Christopher Dibb. In midfield, Adrian Zara, Paul O'Brien, and man of the ball, Sean Alice over the top. So Ale gets there first and gets it clear. Alex Schiavo, Ruben Way. The other in the starting lineup for Heidelberg. On the pitch for Perth, it's Francis Soale in goal. Back for a Jordan DeLeo, Bojan Radanovic, Kieran Colwell, Alex Silla. Midfielder Christian Santic, Harley Orr, and Paul Zimmerino, Matthew Milinkovic, and Andreas Theodosiades on the wings with Gustavo Cadaccioni up top. Both sides do have trump cards on the bench. Veteran striker Tom Cahill for Heidelberg and Golden Boot winner Michael Domfey for Perth, as Heidelberg through Dumbalis looking to find Schiavo. Try to cushion it into the path of Alice. Perth get it clear. Now Alice will get the ball out wide. O'Brien continues the run and Ranovic tried to shield it. O'Brien was able to get a touch, but Suale picks it up anyway. It's been a scrappy start to the second half, but both sides have come out attacking. Zimmerino out wide. Biles will get it out for a throw. Now Santich again, chance to look forward. Plays it in. Theodosiades can't get on the end of it. And now Ellis. The game gets a little bit stretched in midfield. Schiavo. Radanovic with the foul. JL Murphy Reserve is quite a compact ground in NPL Victoria. It is quite a bit different from the big pitch at Olympic Village, Heidelberg's main home ground, which is under renovations. With the running track disappearing, the home of the 1956 Melbourne Olympics Village. It's Alice. Again gets the chance to go short to Biles. Now Alice crosses it in. The deflection took it into the path of Schiavo. Dib and Pace fight for it, and Perth get it clear. Cadaccioni into the path. Perth have a break on. Zimmerino couldn't find Theodosiades. Now Way was held on to. Heidelberg get the foul. Looking for Alice. The wind sort of let the ball die, and Alice was able to cushion it. And in the end, it's done well to get Heidelberg a corner. Heidelberg definitely need to get a little bit more out of Sean Alice. He really is their trump card, their greatest creator in this side. At the moment, he's been pretty well defended in this game. Did come close from a free kick in the first half. Schiavo crosses it in, or gets it away from Pace. The left foot of Ruben Way. He's almost in shooting range, is Ruben Way, but drags across it. Heidelberg fans urging him to shoot, as was I, because I know what he can do from that range. But in the end, it's no danger for Perth as it harmlessly drags wide. As Perry Muir, the fourth official, is working out a few numbers on the board, so we might see a change in this game soon. And it will be Heidelberg who'll be readying that change. Cadaccioni drives it forward. Bobbled in front of Theodorides, but he able to collect. Well, it looks like it will be Adrian Zara coming off for Heidelberg when we get a bit of a break in play. Schiavo is given the foul on Orr, and Heidelberg going to hold off on that change for the moment. Does Perth leave it for their captain? Suale plays it long. Heidelberg through Ruben Way. Now Alice is space out wide, but Zara's not going to be able to get to that one. Colwell repels another Heidelberg attack. Theodorides ill-directed. DeLeo. He's playing left back, but he's quite capable of playing either full back positions. Very tidy on both feet. As he comes inside onto his right now. Paul Zimmerino will chase after this one. Strong body work from Luke Biles. He's the veteran captain of Heidelberg. Goes to his keeper now, Zara. Colwell shields it from Radanovic. And Dib can't keep the ball in play. As Lucas Derrick has got a little bit of an injury problem for the moment, so that's the delay in a Heidelberg substitution. Skitsakis wants to make sure he's all right before making a change. In the end, the free kick goes to Heidelberg. They've tried to employ this long ball tactic into the channels. Play a bit of a territory game, Heidelberg, as they so often like to do in NPL Victoria. At the moment, Perth have been able to defend it well. Theodorides with the left. O'Brien will cushion it for Zara. That ball's a little bit too long for Christopher Dibb. Now to Leo, turning inside. O'Brien gets his body, wins the ball back for Heidelberg. Now Schiavo. Zara well trekked. Once again, when they go into the wide areas, Heidelberg, it's always 2v1. Perth have repelled it well. So now they're going to go through the middle. Schiavo finds a bit of space. Dumbalis from range cuts across it. And Seole lets it go out for a goal kick. Again, a very good judge of where his posts are. No need for an acrobatic dive. He just watches it go past his post. I spent the game's a little bit more in the way that Heidelberg like to play. They do like to have a bit of a scrap. The passing in the second half or quality of passing in midfield's definitely dropped off in this game. It is the pitch is quite bobbly and a little bit difficult for the players to control, particularly in the penalty boxes. But this time Perth drive it forward across the box. Theodorides will get there. And again, it's Ellis, the outlet. As the Scotsman couldn't find a teammate. Teleo's done what he's done all game and just make it very hard for these Heidelberg wingers to really get into the game. Now pace. Luke Biles finds Derrick, who chops into these little channels. Now Biles finds Ellis. Derrick, good drop of the shoulder and from range is dragged across it again. Just really shows you the quality of that Zimmerino finish in the first half. Was able to control the bobbling ball to lift it over the goalkeeper. Pace. Got into a bit of a problem. Theodorides the same. And in the end, Cadicchione's done well to put pressure on the Heidelberg defence, and Santich will get this throw for Perth. In fact, it seems like Lucas Derrick is not right to continue, so the veteran striker, Tom Cahill's getting ready. Heidelberg's got to try to defend this first. DeLeo couldn't find a teammate. Schiavo does well to find Ellis. Again, it's DeLeo. Harley Orr. And DeLeo. It's Perth trying to play it in tight areas and miss out. Now Schiavo and O'Brien. Trying to find a teammate. He gets one in Christopher Dibb. Zara. Now they've got a bit of room in midfield. Schiavo. Derrick try to play it around the corner. In the end, Perth get it back. Now they're looking to start this counter-attack again. Poor pass from Zimmerino, and Pace easily collects that one. Theodosiades did make a really good run out wide as well, but Perth will get the ball back. But not before Heidelberg make a double change. So it will be Adrian Zara off for Katanos. And it's going to be Tom Cahill for Lucas Derrick. So a double change here for Heidelberg as they try to change how this game's going so far, with Perth taking a 7th minute lead through Paul Zimmerino. And I must admit, there hasn't been a huge amount of goalmouth action in this game since. Obviously the first half penalty missed to Zara and Sean Ellis' effort that went over the top from a set piece. Referee allows the game to continue. Falls for Ellis. Away. Heidelberg again through Biles. Now Cahill, first touch, controls the bobbling ball, but Santich gets it back off Stephen Pace. Into the channel. Schiavo back helping the defence. That's a great switching ball from him. Andrew Katanos likes to cut inside. He has got a fierce shot on him, but he lays it off for Schiavo. Tried to play it to Cahill, who realised he was in an offside position. In the end, it's just easy. He has to leave it for the goalkeeper. I think if I did have a good walk over this pitch before the game, and it does look pretty good on the camera, but there are these little areas where there's a bit of grass missing and it becomes quite bubbly. Cahill does well to shield it. Can't find Ruben Way. Now Santich and Orr. Santich. Perth will get it back. Milinkovic out wide. Caraccioni cuts it back. Milinkovic with the shot. And it's just wide. It did take a slight deflection on its way through. And Perth will stay and attack with his corner. As Matthew Milinkovic has come closest for Perth here in the second half. So they'll take their time as Santich moves to the corner to take this. There's Radanovic, Milinkovic and Caraccioni, and hardly all the obvious targets. Santich's ball. Radanovic at the back post. Tried to play the ball back across the 6-yard box, but can't keep it in. Now Stephen Pace. Turns away from the Brazilian. There's Alex Schiavo, who did start the game in the number 10 role, as probably being Heidelberg's best passer in this game, and he's getting more involved now at a more deep lining midfield role. Now Ellis, they just need that moment of creativity from him, trying to find Dibb. Ball stays in play. Now O'Brien to cross it in. Perth try to get it clear. In the end, Colwell does. As we can see, the sun's starting to shine quite brightly in between the clouds. There's now Heidelberg through Ruben Way. Gets onto the left, Ruben. To Alice. Trying to cross it back. He'll get a second chance. Christopher Dibb over the top again. The defenders had 2 free headers in this game, both times has skied his opportunities. And that chance goes begging for Heidelberg. Now we do apologise if the sun causes a few problems in the next 5 to 10 minutes. There's the setting sun over here in Port Melbourne. Theodosiades. Cataccioni loses out. Brian Long. Harley Orr will get it back for Perth. Colwell looking for the big switching ball. Theodorides probably got the ball lost in this sun and was a little bit slow to get off his line, but was able to get there in time. Sort of strange scenes here at JL Murphy where you've got the sun peeking through the clouds, but also the lights on. As Cahill fights for it in the air. Hranovic defends it well and gets it clear. Andrew Katanos trying to eject himself into this game. Gang 2v1, but holds onto the ball. Now O'Brien. Katanos, chance to get a cross in. Back post. Umbalis gets it back across. Shouts for handball again, but that is well defended by Perth. Even though they have to concede the corner again. Well, Heidelberg do have a knack of having these 10-15 minute periods in game when they start getting on top and making the most of it by scoring, even in games where they have limited opportunities. Another set piece here. Cahill. Colwell gets it clear and he'll chase after it. And the sliding challenge. It's Perth. Can't hold on to it. Schiavo. Now they do get it back. Santich, as he's done all game. Cataccioni away from him. Theodosiades will try to collect it at the edge of the box. Zimmerino. Santich plays down at the edge of the box. Zimmerino! Just wide. It's like Milinkovic and Luke Biles in a heap in front of him, and Zimmerino tried to pick his spot. A couple of real big 50-50 balls in midfield that eventually Perth were able to take the ball away from. If Heidelberg won it, they had numbers forward as well. So the game will have to open up a little bit as Heidelberg try to chase this equaliser. In fact, it's Theodosiades is the one who's going to get treatment. He's now ready for this goal kick. Or he's going to have a bit more of a battle in the air with Tom Cahill back on. Schiavo couldn't control it, but no harm done as the ball makes its way back to Chris Theodorides. Now, Andrew Katanos trying to show a bit of his trickery. Radanovic steps out and wins it for Perth. Cataccioni's the pass that he was after. Pace. And in the end, Stephen Pace has taken a bit of time to get it clear, but eventually does. Dumbalis back to Biles. Heidelberg again, a little bit too slow on the ball. Santich with a tired pass that Stephen Pace cuts out. It really has been a really scrappy second half in this game. It's Katanos. Continues to run. Sliding challenge, and it's going to be Schiavo. Now Cahill finds his way. Ruben Way gets onto the left, but can't get the shot goal bound as it's well blocked. Now O'Brien crosses it in. Chance here for Heidelberg. And they make it pay. It's Andrew Katanos. And the Cat has come on for Heidelberg and scored off the bench. And Heidelberg, as I've said, they have these 10-15 minutes in extreme pressure in games where they put the opposition on the back foot and they make the most of it. Andrew Katanos off the bench scores for Heidelberg, and we're back level here in the NPL elimination final. So game on again. And both sides will try to find a winner. So still 19 minutes to go in this game to find a winner in the 90. Zor plays it long. Milinkovic in the corner, gets away. And in the end, a foul is going to be given to Heidelberg. Well, you can't really expect a landslide to finish this game, so you're going to see that when we do find a winner in this game, they will be going to play Wollongong in Sydney or in New South Wales next week. Will be the champions of WA or the champions of Victoria. As the ball can't find Zimmerino. Harley Orr will get it back in midfield for Perth. Santich. Didosiades' first time ball. DeLeo drives it forward, does DeLeo, and Stephen Pace with a well-timed challenge gets it clear. So Perth right back on the attack. Great run from their fullback. Didosiades is ready to take the corner. Goes deep to the back post. Dib gets it away. Now over the top. Zimmerino. Schiavo. Bit of miscommunication. Opens the door up for Perth. Theodosiades near post. It was pretty comfortable there for Theodorides. Schiavo again. Now Alice. As you see the bubble on the pitch then. They get it back out. Katanos. Looking to cut inside and find Alice. Perth block it clear. Zimmerino's dropped quite deep. And again it's Heidelberg. Cahill. First time shot from Cahill. Not too far away. It was a great idea. Looking for that Thierry Henry type finish. The quick touch and hook it over his shoulder. But sensing the danger in the game, Perth are going to turn to their Golden Boot winner, Michael Domfey. Gustavo Cadiccioni has had an excellent game for Perth. Really has held the ball up extremely well. He's going to make his way to the bench, so Michael Domfey is going to be on the pitch to try to find a winner. He did get Perth back into the grand final with his goal to get things level against Inglewood before Borsilla was able to get that 90th minute winner. So a different challenge for Stephen Pace and Luke Biles to deal with. But at the moment it's Heidelberg through Ruben Way. Big challenge from him. Didn't get the ball, but very dangerous sliding in with the feet like that up in the air. It's lucky that Orr was able to jump over that challenge. Domfey will get to it first. In the box does Domfey. And referee's given a foul for the handball. Theodorides. It's been at Heidelberg quite a while now. Did win a championship with Northcote back 2012. Domfay fights with it with pace. Into midfield. Over the top. Schiavo will see it out for a throw. It was an awkward one for Ruben Way to try to control. Now Orr away. O'Brien over the top. Shouts for a foul. Christopher Dibb will get it back. Now Alice. He's got Way. Try to get on the left foot. It was well read by Milinkovic. Now Orr. Just ragdolled to the ground by Cahill. And Perth are quite happy to have a breather. They've been right on the back foot for the last 10 or 15 minutes here. As the Victorian champions start to flex their muscle a little bit. Schiavo finds Katanos, who sliced it to Orr. Tried to win the ball back. And now Theodosiades. Not too bad of an effort. Hasn't really had the chance to cut inside too much in this game. Ball over the top. Orr wins this one. Now Domfay's behind him. But Orr does well to cushion it to Theodosiades. Domfay's the one in the box. Makes the run. Does Domfay with the back heel flick. I like the idea. But in the end, he wasn't able to direct it goalward. As Theodorides gets ready to restart the game again. So, 13 more minutes to try to find a winner. Santich will pick it up. In for Domfay, who'll get there first. Now back. Theodosiades trying to cross it in. It curls towards the goal, but Theodorides always looked comfortable. So as I've said, it was Maitland defeating Devonport 3-2. Wollongong defeating Canberra Olympic 5-1. And earlier today, Queensland Lions defeated Campbelltown by 2-1. Delicately poised here in the final elimination final. O'Brien to Way. Can't find a way through. Harley Orr loses out. Now here's Cahill trying to play the ball back. But Colwell mops up for Perth. Still on the back foot here with Cahill. Now Schiavo's got some room. This time Schiavo! Not too far away. Suale with the big dive. He wasn't going to get close to it if it crept under his crossbar. But Alex Schiavo almost sent the Heidelberg crowd into raptures. There is a good travelling contingent here by the Perth fans as well. Have only turned to their bench once in this game. Switching ball, Andrew Katanos. Can't find Alice. The flag has gone up for offside. So Heidelberg bench are a bit unhappy with that decision, but it was clearly offside. Flag went up straight away as Alice took possession of that ball. And it's great to see that the setting sun has finally made its way down. So it looks like Jovic is getting ready to come on for Perth. Dumbalis away and Colwell. Silla. And it's Orr again to cushion it. Silla comes inside. Was his late goal in the grand final. Tries to continue the run. In the end, the ball's deflected away to Leo. Now they move it out wide. Cross comes in, looking for Domfay. Theodorides guards the near post well. Tries to throw it into midfield, but again, it's Harley Orr to repel it for Perth. And a late challenge comes in. Michael Manus gets there quite quick, and it's going to be Ruben Way to go into the book for Heidelberg. So Michael Manus has now taken Ruben Way's number. The number 7 for Heidelberg goes into the book. Now that change will be made. So Theodosiades, who's had a strong game, done a lot of defensive work on the wing for Perth. And Jovic is going to come on. So Alexander Jovic. So Perth have now made 2 changes in this game. Heidelberg the same. As they cross it long. Theodorides once again collects. It's been a long time number 1 for Heidelberg now, particularly in the NPL era of football. Cahill. He's got Katanos out wide. Can he repeat the bit of skill that he showed earlier? Cuts it across, and Suale does well to collect. But as I was saying with Theodorides, he did have a holiday, I think during the season. In that time, Brandon White was signed. He spent the last couple of years for Brisbane Roar and did extremely well at Theodorides. Couldn't get back into the side until today. And Schiavo wins the throw for Heidelberg. It's going to be Joshua Wilkins to come on for Christopher Dibb. So Wilkins is normally the full back, but a hamstring injury has kept him out the last month or so. They've had Harry Noon and Christopher Dibb play that role in the final month of the season. Harry Noon unavailable today. Perth throw it long. Domfay in the midfield. Milinkovic. Zimmerino. Now Silla. Wants to play it short. Milinkovic gets it back. He's dispossessed. Balls into the channel. Finds Ellis. Chance for Heidelberg. Sean Ellis. Trying to get the cross in. Still got it as Ellis. Cross to the back post. Katanos will get there first. Now a chance to cross it in, Heidelberg. Looking for Cahill. It's over his head. Ellis. Chance for a penalty. He keeps going, does Ellis. And Michael Manus. Well, he was in perfect position for that. Sean Ellis was always stumbling after that challenge as well. But in the end, Michael Manus doesn't go and blow the whistle in the penalty box, and Perth might be a little bit lucky to get away with that one. Domfay again wins it in the air. Away from Milinkovic. And now Cahill. Muscled off the ball. Now Jovic. First chance to him to get involved into an attack, and now over the top for Domfay, and Theodorides again collects. Stephen Pace wills those 38-year-old legs forward. Keep going, he just couldn't find the pass through. And it was well defended by Radanovic. And now Perth. Move it forward. Zimmerino. Milinkovic. As they cross it back in. Wilkins gets it clear, and now Heidelberg. Over the top for Alice. His involvement the last 15 minutes has been growing and growing in this game. Now Katanos. It's all very narrow inside that Heidelberg penalty spot, and Santich with great control finds his midfield partner in Orr. Zimmerino. As Perth slow the attack. Silla forward. Pace again wins it back. Now it's 2v2 here. As Ruben Way cuts inside. In the end, he's just lost the ball on his travels. Now Silla cushioned it well. There's a bit of room in the midfield. Moore finds Jovic. Domfey ahead of him. Can't get it past Biles. Heidelberg now get everyone back behind the ball. This game looks closer and closer, looking to go the distance. Zor out wide. Zimmerino lets it run. Cuts it across for Domfey. Deflection. DeLeo couldn't get the shot on target. Cahill shields it away. Big chance for Perth is repelled. As Cahill's back and heads it away. Now Ruben Way has no yellow shirts in front of him. Does well to continue the run. Now slows things down. Cahill in the middle. What an epic finish we're having here to the final elimination final. Ruben Way laid it off and Alice is offside. Again, the Heidelberg bench isn't happy, but Alice did start that run a little bit too early. As Perry Muir is getting ready to sort out the extra time board. Ramon Falzone, the manager for Perth, has been quite philosophical for this game, just been quite quiet on the bench. As the ball plays it through, here's Domfey, can he win it for Perth? He drags it across. I must admit again, just these bobbles inside the penalty boxes here at JL Murphy has caused all sorts of problems for players trying to take the strike on. We've seen them drag across the ball on Sky quite often in this game. Now long ball over the top. Cahill. No foul given. Pace will head it away. Jovic. It's going to be O'Brien. The Horan combines with Santich, who was clipped by Paul O'Brien as he played that forward. I think Michael Mammis has had some big decisions to make in this game, but overall I think the referees had an excellent game. Radanovic back to Santich. On to Leo. Be interesting to see how Perth attack these final minutes. It's a pretty long travel to get here from Western Australia. Plus last week they played 3 games with 3 finals in 7 days. They have Had a 7-day break since the grand final, but not many changes in the lineup in this final series for Perth. Or again. Jovic will get it in the middle for Perth and turn away from a few Heidelberg players. Now Domfey. Pace heads it back to his keeper, who I thought for a second that he was going to fumble it into the path of Domfey. Wilkins up the line. DeLeo once again gets it back. As 3 minutes goes up on the board. 3 minutes for either side to find a winner in normal time. O'Brien to Ellis. Sean Ellis will drive it forward for Heidelberg. Heavy touch. Still trying to move it forward. Still got great control as the Scotsman, the Wizard. To Cahill. Back post looking for Way. And Suale's come out. Big collision with his defender then. Radanovic is going to have to get some treatment here. But it was a great take by the keeper as Ruben Way was ready to bury the header. Suale has picked himself up now, but Radanovic is still in quite a bit of pain on the grounds. So definitely expect this injury time to go to probably 4, 5, or possibly 6 minutes. We do hope that Radanovic is okay. Him and Colwell have had an excellent game in that heart of the defence for Perth, as they always so often had this season. Most stingiest defence in NPL WA. It's great to see him pick up himself up from the turf. But he's going to be in the hands of the trainer. At the moment, Perth are going to, I think, might have to look towards their bench, but no substitute being readied at the moment. So Radanovic takes a drink, and I think he might be okay to continue. Domfey holds on to his defender and gives away the foul. Michael Domfey. Just a couple of half opportunities since coming on. Theodorides long, looking for Cahill. Gets over the top, Alistair Way, tries to flick it on for Cahill. And Cahill had his hand all around Jordan DeLeo. Perth get the foul. Radanovic is now allowed to come back onto the field. It's good to see that he can continue. Zor, like a tired sort of clearance. O'Brien over the top. Sean Ellis. As Cahill makes his way into the box. Ruben Way is going to keep driving. Trying to find a channel where there really wasn't one. Silla gets it clear. Dumbalis. Wilkins trying to cross it in. Keeps going. Goes into the box. Now Katanos has the chance to cross it for Heidelberg. Back post. Goes to Ellis. Ellis back across. And Perth headed away. It was Harley Orr in the right position. Now Perth trying to counter, but the ball didn't give Domfey a chance to run onto it. Jovic. Dumbalis gets it back. Heidelberg through Sean Ellis. He's had a big second half. Cahill. And the offside flag goes up. He did move back from an offside position, but it was too late. Linesman Alexander Lebur in the right position to give the decision. There it goes. It is full time here after the 90 minutes. Heidelberg United were able to hit back in the second half. It is Heidelberg United 1, Perth Soccer Club 1. The Azzurri versus Alexandros. And Paul Zimmerino in the 7th minute of this game. He was able to open the scoring. Adrian Zara did miss a 35-minute penalty. And Andrew Katanos in the 70th minute, the substitute, came on with a really, really delicate finish. It's been an epic battle between the best in Victoria and the best in Western Australia. And the game is going to go to extra time. Must admit, me and the cameraman are having a nervous look to see how much power we got left with no power and no generator left for us here at JL Murphy Reserve, but we'll see what we can do. We're just going to have a short break while we wait for the players to get ready for this extra time as everyone has a drink. Players get the opportunity to have a little break. It's been quite a physical end-to-end game in this final elimination final. Wollongong away is going to be awaiting the visitors in the semi-final. As Perth started most strongly of both sides, but they've definitely tied as the game's gone on. The travel factor in playing 3 games in a week last week. Heidelberg United have had a 2-week break after losing their semi-final against the Bentley Greens at this same venue. And they definitely finished probably the stronger of the two sides. It'd be an extra 30 minutes, 15 each way, to find the winner. As Perth are going to be looking to make a change. Bojan Radanovic, it seems like he will be withdrawn. So that change is made. As Radanovic comes off, and it's going to be Thomas Southgate. Radanovic did take quite a heavy knock to the head. Only minutes. And it's going to be Southgate to come on. So Southgate goes to the heart of the Perth defence. Big job for him to continue the work that Colwell and Radanovic did over the 90 minutes. Santic and Southgate gets an early touch, and Milinkovic will find Orr. Perth are a little bit narrow here, so they have to slow things down. Santic. Now they got the overlap. Zillard across it in near post. Fumble from Theodorides, but was able to collect before Domfay could get involved. And now the quick outlet. It's Ruben Way trying to cut across the middle. In the end was well slowed down. Joshua Wilkins will find Sean Ellis. Cahill's in the box waiting, but Francis Soale will collect for Perth. As the ball goes over the top. Ball's going to go out. As George Katsakis, again the manager of Heidelberg, not happy with the decision. Perth don't care. They take the ball quickly and want to move it forward. Matthew Milinkovic. Domfay fights for it, and this time Heidelberg get the foul. Ramon Falzone, the manager of Perth Soccer Club, hails from his native Malta. His philosophy is, I always say, the technique of the Spanish, the tactical mind of the Italians, the fighting spirit of the English, and run all day like the Germans. Well, they're going to have to play and run all day like the Germans to go the distance in this game. Cahill. Here's Ruben Way, turns onto the right, cuts it back. Alice in the box. Can he get a shot away? Again, was forced back. And the cross harmlessly finds its way to Soale. And now Christian Santic. Ryan's the challenge. Domfay. Chance to hold on to the ball. Now Milinkovic. Trying to get the cross in. Domfay makes his way into the box. Zimmerino as well. Goes to the back post and the header and the chance, and it goes over the top. And it was Jovic. Well, we've seen one substitute score in this game for Heidelberg in Andrew Katanos, and Jovic had a great opportunity then. Now Theodorides. Zimmerino can't win it in the air. Cahill turns well. Cahill moves it forward. Can he get the strike away? He does. It bounces in front of Soale, who gets his frame in front of it. Was able to collect. He has got those moments of brilliance in him to Tom Cahill. Long ball looking for Domfay. Milinkovic does well. Now Zimmerino over the ball and goes well over the top. Heidelberg have an injury problem here. Les Dumbalis, who has had some soft tissue injuries this season. Very slow to pick himself up and stretch out to see if he can continue. It looks like a bit of a groin problem for him. He's been chasing up and down Theodosiades, and Milinkovic doing a great job on the wings for Perth. Now Theodorides, Schiavo, Santic cushioned it down. Zimmerino over the top. Biles gives it back to Zimmerino. Now Milinkovic. Jovic, Santic. Silla made the run in the channel. It's cleared away from him. Cahill couldn't control it. Now Southgate. Jovic. And Heidelberg get it back. Now Cahill. Tried to play the early ball through to Ruben Way, but he's not going to be able to get to that one. Now Corwell. To Leo. The tired pass. And now Alice. Try to continue the run, did Jordan Wilkins. And Zimbalis has a bit of a battle to go with Milinkovic to test out that groin. Milinkovic with a heavy touch, though. He's starting to get quite a bit of joy out of the fullback. George Katsakis is asking Sean Ellis if he's all right as well. It's been a long season for these semi-professional footballers. They have to push through every little knock that they've received in this game to try to find a winner. Santic shields it away from Katanos. On the blind side goes Alice. Silla, Santic. Wanted to get Harley Orr, but Santic couldn't get there. O'Brien. And Orr gets it out for a throw. Sean Ellis. Katanos, the two wingers combine. Katanos with a bit of skill again. Goes to fire to the near post, and Soale was able to collect. He did have 2v1 in the box if he could have just clipped it to a teammate. Went for glory himself. Now Southgate. Katanos tried to let it bounce. He will get there. Over the top looking for Cahill. Zimmerino can't control it. Now the cross can come in. Now Perth with time through Jovic. Was held on to by Schiavo. In the end, the referee decides not to go to the book. It's definitely a professional foul trying to slow down this Perth attack. Looks like Perth are reading their fourth and final substitution as both sides are allowed an extra substitution in extra time. Frank Fifaro, the winger, getting ready to come on for Perth, and Cahill with a late challenge on Southgate. Harley Orr wants to try to get the game going quick, but Michael Manus is going to try to slow things down and make sure that Thomas Southgate's okay. As now the board will go up. It's going to be Paul Zimmerino to make way. And the fresh legs from Fifaro, who didn't start in the grand final last week, but was in the midweek preliminary final starting lineup. Made way for Theodosiades in the grand final. It's Paul Zimmerino Perth's goal scorer took his chance extremely well in the 7th minute. But his night is done. And Fafaro's now onto the pitch for Perth. Or Milinkovic. Now Domfay. Little back heel was well read by Dumbalis, and he gets it clear. Now Silla. It's going to be Pace versus Domfay. Trying to get it back, and Pace will get it out for a throw. It's been an incredible couple of seasons for Michael Domfay in the goal-scoring charts. Had the one chance since coming off on the bench, which he dragged wide. The ball's going to be thrown towards him. He did win the header, but couldn't direct it goalward. Of course, Perth are without Nico Sabatini, the Italian, who did play at a fairly high level, Serie C in Italy. Unfortunately, he's had to go back to Italy to be with his ill father, so we wish his father all the best and the Sabatini family. As the offside flag goes up against Heidelberg. Southgate. It was Perth who did manage to get an extra time winner in the preliminary final to make their way to the grand final. I believe it was Sabatini from long range who did get that goal. Now it's Domfay trying to lay it into the path of Fafaro. O'Brien gets it back for Heidelberg. Now Ruben Way. He doesn't really have many options around him. He's done well to get the throw for Heidelberg. It's been a game between the two of the best defences in the NPL throughout the nation. The game's sort of been played out that way with strong defensive contributions from both sides. Not much goal-mouth action in this one. Quite a physical battle at times as well. But in extra time, this game will stretch for a few moments and wait to see if any side can take their moment. It's a chance for Heidelberg now with a long-range effort. And it goes straight at the goalkeeper from Les Dumbalis. Either side of him, and Heidelberg would have taken the lead. Soale collects, now looks for Domfay. Alex Silla, this youth product from Perth, drives it forward. Santich, now Domfay. Silla's got Domfay in the channel. Kind of cut it back here. Silla again leaves it. And here's Jovic. Jovic scores for Perth and they take the lead here in extra time. Cue the celebrations for the Azzurri. And it is the substitute. Jovic has come on and scored. Had plenty of time to pick his spot and pick the corner out perfectly. And once again, it's Perth who take the lead. Alex Silla, the man who did score that 90th minute winner last week in the grand final, was quite pivotal in the build-up. And the ball come back across the box and Jovic had time, too much time, and he did make the moment pay. So West Australians' best is back in front against Victoria's best. As Heidelberg restart the game. Be chasing a lead for the second time in this game. Katanos. Harley Orr had a little nibble, and the foul is being given. So Sean Ellis again over the ball for Heidelberg. It's been quite a few times over this season in NPL Victoria they found themselves behind, but still managed to find a way to call themselves back in the game. Ellis was a little bit too cute with that set piece. And Perth are happy to get it clear. Theodorides. Well, I thought he was Manuel Neuer there for a second and got away with it. Silla didn't get a chance to get his head up because Theodorides was pretty slow to get back. Jovic, the goal scorer, plays it forward for Faro. He's got Silla in the box. Deflected, Dumfey. Theodorides with the feet. As Perth probably could have killed the game then. But Chris Theodorides scrambled and made the save. For Faro forward now, Theodorides. He's got Cahill. Tries to control it. He's done well, Cahill, but Harley Orr, as he's done so often in this game, gets it back as we've got 1 minute of extra time here in the first period. Christian Santic. Jovic tried to let it run. Only one there was Katanos. Milinkovic now back on the defensive side. Dumbalis for Cahill, who wins it in the air. DeLeo and Southgate and Orr trying to get it clear. But Sean Ellis trying to drive it forward. He's got a couple of Heidelberg players on their own. Michael Manus again, great position to wave away those penalty protests. And the referee will now blow the whistle to end the first period of extra time, which has seen Perth Soccer Club, the Azzurri, managed to take the lead. Alexander Jovic with the finish just a few minutes ago. Michael Domfey, the Western Australian Golden Boot, also had a great chance in extra time that Theodorides made the save from. Both sides are going to have a short little breather here for a big 15 minutes left to play in this game. Can Heidelberg find another equaliser, or will Perth be able to hold on and see themselves in the national semi-finals? Just a couple of minutes break and we'll be back for the second period of extra time. So looks like Heidelberg are going to be bringing on a West Australian striker of their own. Signed halfway through the season, Luka Ninkovic. He's going to come on for Les Dumbalis, so more attack here for the Warriors. Ninkovic has played bit parts in the second half of the season, coming off the bench. He's got a big 15 minutes here to try to get an equaliser for Heidelberg. As Ruben Way finds Ninkovic. Turned into trouble though. DeLeo gets it away. Now Jovic, who's had an impressive time of it since coming on. Of course, did get the extra time goal. Now Luke Biles. Stephen Pace. Ruben Way. DeLeo got in front of him. Fafaro. And they can't keep the ball in. Interesting to see how Ramon Falzone will try to set up his side for this second period of extra time. How aggressive they'll be when they do win the ball back. They've been quick to move it on the counter once they've got it back. But on the back foot here, here's Alice. Sean Alice stings the palms of Suale, but he's able to collect. They've just got a habit of willing themselves to this goal when they're behind to Heidelberg. Quite an experienced side. A big reason that they are in the NPL finals as premiers of NPL Victoria is the fact that they got a 97th minute winner against Avondale back in round 25. And that was able to put them on top of the ladder, and they won their last game of the season to be crowned the champions. Jovic acrobatically tried to get it clear. That's a great ball from Stephen Pace out wide. Here is Katanos, likes to cut inside and shoot. Dinks again, deflected. Suale off the post, double save. And Perth will eventually get it clear. Suale, the captain, comes up big for Perth, and Domfey, it looks to be offside. No flag, Domfey forward. Can he finish it for Perth? He can! Michael Domfey. Cue the celebrations for the Azuria gang. Heidelberg feel hard done by. The ball come off the post. Suale big for his team. But it definitely looked like Michael Domfey was in an offside position. In fact, Domfey had a look himself to see if he was. No flag, he continued the run, and what a smart finish. And it's Michael Domfey to put Perth 3-1 up ahead against Heidelberg. Well, this seems like it's going to be the champions of Western Australia on the road. Once again, extra time heroics from Perth in this season. Well, now it just got twice as hard for Heidelberg. And a tired pass from Schiavo. Well, Heidelberg fans are still quite unhappy about that decision. For those at home who get a chance to look at the replay, I'm sure that National Premier League social media channels will be able to clip it up for you. But whether he is offside or not, what a finish from Michael Domfey. Jovic and Domfey entered this game from the bench, have made an impact. Look, long ball for Cahill. Suale was able to collect again. But what a big moment that was for him. Well, Katanos had an opportunity. Took a bit of a deflection. Now Frank Fafaro plays it forward. We'll go out for a goal kick. The heads are down for Heidelberg, who would be disappointed that the NPL Victoria season didn't finish in the grand final. Losing out to Bentley. And now it seems like there will be another JL Murphy reserve loss, this time to Perth. Now Perth will take their time over the free kick. Harley Orr will leave it. Suale. Long switching ball. Now Katanos couldn't hold on to it. Silla trying to play it forward. Now Katanos as Alice in the middle. They have to pretty much play these last minutes perfectly to Heidelberg, and Ruben Way leaves it behind of Alice, but the rebound finds him. Now the ball out wide. As they continue to drive it. Little 1-2. The deflection will see it out for a goal kick. Big effort from Southgate, who's been in a couple of crunching challenges since coming on. For Bojan Radanovic, who completed the 90 minutes for Perth. Did suffer a pretty heavy knock just moments before the 90 minutes and couldn't continue in extra time. Fafaro wins the header. Jovic wanting Domfe. Little collision between him and Pace, but both players pick themselves up. Heidelberg throw it long. Ninkovic to Schiavo. Off the chest. Still going Schiavo. Plays it forward. The sliding challenge. Takes it away from Cahill. Jordan DeLeo with a big saver there for Perth. Now Heidelberg. Plenty of numbers in the box. It's just got to be crossed in now. Goes to Pace. Reverse ball from him. Forward. Katanos. Now it falls and deflected, and it will be another corner as Ruben Way trying to wrap his left foot around it. Katanos, near post. Colwell gets it clear for Perth. Theodorides, the numbers will stay forward for Heidelberg. Cahill shields it, turns forward, but then just ran into trouble. Santich has found it forward. Perth on the break again, but Domfe couldn't find the ball back for Faro. And now it's Ruben Way. Very left-footed. He'll want to cut inside. In the end, was shown the outside, and he does get onto that left foot. Passes behind everybody. O'Brien. It's forced back. And it's just a poor pass there by Jordan Wilkins, and doesn't find Ruben Way. Time for Soale just to give his side a breather. Looks like it's going to be a second week on the road for Perth. Stomfe shields it in the pass of Jovic, who's held back. There. NPL final season ended in Sydney last year. The elimination final stage. But they're going to get a chance to go back there for the semi-final. There's Alice over the top. Southgate. Soale didn't get it too clear. Ninkovic forward. Schiavo. And it's going to go wide. Soale did the right thing coming off his line. Just didn't make great connection with the header. Not too long now for Perth to hold out. It's been an incredible defensive display from Perth Soccer Club. They've been able to hit Heidelberg on the counter a couple of times in this game and make the most of it. Now it's Schiavo. Crosses in, looking for Way. It's headed away by DeLeo. And now Alice with the chance. Southgate gets in the way. Again, they're just trying to block everything they can. Perth, the ball comes in, so Ale will see it go wide. Must admit, it wasn't many that fancied Perth Soccer Club to come over to Victoria and defeat Heidelberg today. But you see with the absolute quality that they have in this lineup and why they won the NPL WA so convincingly by 11 points. And if you look at clubs for national second divisions in the years to come, what the Perth Soccer Club has done, particularly in recent years where they've won the double in Western Australia the last 2 seasons. Such a strong club over there. The Azuri. Santic is held back. Well, quite a few clubs did merge in 1987 to create Perth Soccer Club. It was really them that they were looking to be Western Australians' entrance into the NSL. And of course, the startup club Perth Glory did take that accolade, but it's been such a strong over 35 trophies in Western Australian football. Domfey, it's headed away from him, but the flag goes up. Much to the cheers of the Heidelberg crowd. You probably thought the flag should have gone up against Domfey when he scored that third Perth goal. Now Ruben Way leaves it a bit short. Santic leaves it behind. DeLeo gets there first. And Colwell. Just anywhere will do for Perth. Now Ruben Way turns into trouble again. And the deflection did come off Santic. So Heidelberg with the throw. You know they'll never give up. But it's going to be a Herculean effort for them to get level in this game. As Jovic, again, so calm on the ball. Slows things down. Now Domfey trying to lay it off. Now they've got a chance through Jovic to go forward. Fafaro's in the box all on his own. Theodorides just thought about coming out. In the end, no need to because Ruben Way was back. Now Luke Biles as the Heidelberg crowd push him forward. Schiavo. He's got Ninkovic. And the offside flag goes up again. And another breather to Perth. They're almost here. What an epic semi-finals we're going to be having in the NPL final series, where it's going to be Maitland and Queensland Lions to play. Northern New South Wales versus Queensland. There's Perth through Fafaro. It's easy for Theodorides. And it's going to be Wollongong Wolves to take on Perth. Obviously check your fixtures on the National Premier League social media pages to see when these games will be played and what time. Santic and Domfey lays it off. Trying to get it back again is Domfey. Theodorides with the save. Perth will still have the opportunity. Jovic in the middle. Theodorides was able to get his hands to it. And Heidelberg with a lazy leg get it clear. Joshua Wilkins. Now Perth again. Fafaro. DeLeo. And a chance to Perth to take it towards the corner. It really has been an amazing effort from Perth Soccer Club. As Domfey goes to the corner. Trying to play it off Cahill. Heidelberg will get the goal kick. Ramon Falzone, the most vocal we've seen him all game. As Perry Muir, the long-time Victorian referee, now puts his board up for stoppage time. Only 1 more minute to play before Perth get the victory here. Or can Ninkovic and Schiavo create something? It is Schiavo! Goes right through the goalkeeper. And there's only going to be seconds left for Heidelberg to try to get an equaliser, but they're not in too much of a hurry to get back. Suarez had an excellent game in goal, but that one just went underneath him with the power of Schiavo, who's come close on a few occasions. Azor will play it towards the corner again. It will go out. I think that Heidelberg only really have one more chance left in this game. They throw it long. No chance left. And it is Perth Soccer Club, the Azzurri, who are victorious here in Victoria. They have defeated Heidelberg, and West Australian champions and premiers have the chance to go for a three-peat in the season. The treble is on as they will be playing Wollongong in New South Wales next weekend for a spot in the grand final. It's been an epic battle between Heidelberg and Perth. But in the end, it was 2 extra time goals from Jovic and Domfey to put Perth 3-1 up. Alex Schiavo scored in 120 minutes plus 1, which ended up only being a consolation goal. But it's been an epic battle between those two sides, with Paul Zimmerino in the 7th minute opening the scoring. Adrian Zara's 35-minute penalty was missed before Andrew Katanos in the 70th minute was able to equalise. Jovic in the 103rd, Domfey the 108th, and Schiavo 120. But that's the way it ends here. My name is Chris Gleeson. I hope you enjoyed the coverage from JL Murphy Reserve, and congratulations to Perth Soccer Club on advancing to the semi-final.